get a view on all of this. Oakland University Distinguished Professor of Political Science and Director of the Centre for Civic Engagement, David Dulio, joins me now. Welcome to the programme. You were listening into Peter, no doubt, and just telling us what happened in these primaries. Give us your take on the outcome.
Yeah, well, thanks for having me. And the outcome, my take is that no surprises. This was a result on both sides in terms of the Democratic primary and the Republican primary that everybody saw coming. Both Joe Biden and Donald Trump win going away. They are going to be their party's nominees for the general election, barring anything catastrophic. They're going to be the nominees.
But having said that, those activists who urge Democrats to put uncommitted down as opposed to a positive next to Biden, they are getting a lot of attention now, aren't they? Their message is being heard.
They are, and I think that they're speaking quite loudly. There's some debate here in the States about just what that 13, 15, maybe even 18% of the vote will mean, but I'm looking at it in terms of raw votes, and they're going to get past 60,000 with ease, and that's a number I think that the Biden campaign will have to take seriously. They've made a statement that they're not going to vote for Trump. Makes sense in the general, but might they not vote at all? Right? I think that's the real question here, and if some of them do, President Biden's got a bunch of other constituencies here in Michigan that he's having trouble with, that this would just sort of stoke the flames for a three-alarm fire for the Biden campaign right now.
And it is important, isn't it? I mean, every vote counts. I know it's a cliche, but in this election in November, that is the thinking, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, Michigan is a state, and we don't need to get into the intricacies of our strange system of selecting a president, the Electoral College, but the state votes, and in 2020, Joe Biden won by 154,000 votes. That seems like a lot, especially in comparison to the 11,000 votes that Donald Trump won by in 2016. But you get small shifts among constituencies, and you get enough of those small shifts, and they add up to a big enough shift to change the outcome in a state like Michigan.
It's probably hard to generalize, David, but what is the feeling in the US at the moment about what's happening in Gaza?
Well, I think the polling and survey research that we have demonstrates that the country in general is behind Israel, supportive of Israel. I think that the Democratic Party is very, very split in terms of their support for Israel versus wanting to see a ceasefire, either an extended ceasefire or a permanent ceasefire. And those kinds of divisions are going to be present throughout the campaign for president.
Interesting. David Dulio, thank you. It's good to get your take on what's happening in the US at the moment.